tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I didn't even share this one out because I still don't know what I'm to talk about. I tried to come up with something that I'd like to cover. My thought process went to expectations and what this world is going to give you, what this world owes you, which is nothing. That makes for a pretty short live. So if it comes down to it, I'll do a reading or something. I'll pull out as Bill sees it. We can talk on it, but it just seems like there's something I'm supposed to talk about. So let's see if we can find it. The way of strength, back to work. Privileged people. Ah, all right. I think we got a good one. So I think this one might be a lone wolf one. My usual people are not having the best days, so that's a bummer. So keep people in your prayers, man. You know, this life is so hard. And I was just talking to my sponsee about this and about how we get into the program, we tend to start thinking of other people also, and to be going down the road and that fucker flew by me, and what if his wife's giving birth? You want to get there, huh? You want to get there. Is that usually happening? Probably not. They're just being jerks, but at the same time, we've got to give them a little bit of leeway, right? Do we really want to give up that much power because of a lane pass? All right, I'm going to be reading out of As Bill Sees It, page 133. It is called Privileged People. I saw that I had been living too much alone, too much aloof from my fellows, and too deaf to that voice within. Instead of seeing myself as a simple agent bearing the message of experience, I thought of myself as a founder of AA. Okay. And we can learn from these lessons. He's probably going to go on to talk about humility. Okay. Was he the co-founder of AA? Yes. But that doesn't make him. Okay. Sure, everybody knows who Bill W. is. His legacy lived on, and that's great. That's as far as it's going to go. Okay. While he was alive, he couldn't walk around and act like he was better than other people. No way. That wouldn't work. Bill was still learning himself. So he couldn't really make that judgment. But when everybody else starts calling you these things, it's hard not to get caught up in it, even when they're good. How much better it would have been had I felt gratitude rather than self-satisfaction. Gratitude that I had once suffered the pains of alcoholism. Gratitude that a miracle of recovery had been worked upon me from above. Gratitude for the privilege of serving my fellow alcoholics, and gratitude for those fraternal ties which bound me ever closer to them in comradeship, such as a few societies men have ever known. So he's saying, instead of, thinking of himself as the founder, and instead of getting into self-satisfaction, which he did, he's admitting that. Okay. It's how we grow. See, a lot of people put Bill down. Let's see, he went through it. Well, yeah, he went through it. He's a fucking human being, man. He's being honest with you. Take it. Take it. Learn from it. Please. All right. But instead, he gets to have gratitude, because when he shows up to a meeting, everybody's loving him, man. Come on. Right? Where would we have been without Bill? Probably here. God would have just picked somebody else. And he knows that. Right? There was a reason Bill was picked. Yeah. Truly did a clergyman say to me, your misfortune has become your good fortune. UAAs are a privileged people. You're probably not going to feel privileged in the beginning, right? But we are a privileged people. And what that means is that we get to experience some things in life that other people do not get to experience. True joy, happiness. See, happiness and joy become something much different when you lived in despair for so long. Okay? Our emotions are usually bigger than they need to be. And if we get caught up in self-satisfaction, right? I mean, we are supposed to claim spiritual progress. Okay? And this is how you do it. Good job. That's it. You don't got to break your arm patting yourself on the back just real quick. Sometimes God is going to let you know you're doing a good job if you're being open-minded and listening to what he's trying to tell you. Right? But to think that we are any Bill W, Dr. Bob, Ebby, all of them are not any different than you and me. Okay? Life is still the same. Alcoholism is still the same. The only thing that's different is we put different names to it, things like that. We've found out a little bit more about mental health, which is good, and that has helped us so that we can separate these things, so that they can be worked on appropriately. And the more you do this, the more you strive each day for that perfection of what your higher power is, you will grow. You will become a different person as each day goes on, a better person. Okay. Now, if, let's say, Bill decided to stay on his self-satisfaction road, you know what would happen? We do, don't we? We know exactly what would happen to him. He would drink again. Right? Because what he was doing was resting on his laurels there. And you can tell it kind of affected his program. See, when you've been in the program for long enough, one day you're going to be like, I am way too comfortable in my sobriety. I better mix it up a little bit. Right? And we can get comfortable in our sobriety. Oh, I don't really need a meeting today. So I went to a meeting today. All right. Well, 10 minutes for no topic, not bad. So looks like we had a couple people here. It was great. And I'm glad you were here. You're not required to say anything. So it's the anonymity of the program. But I'm excited for this next week. My colonoscopy's over. The kids are done borrowing my car. I can start to get some stuff done. I need to get a bunch of flyers out for the club. But today I'm just tired. So, all right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out and have a day. Bye bye.